Hey everybody, this is Ahdoom coming to you with another exciting episode of Darkest Dungeon, where we plunge the eldritch horrors of the abyss, and fortunately now no longer have to suffer my cold, for treasure, profit, and ultimately madness. We've had a couple of good rounds, a couple of milk runs, but a couple of meaningful achievements. We're just 2 portraits shy of my goal of getting myself the next upgrade to the guild, which will get me level 4. Really way off getting any upgrades here into the blacksmith. But, you know, deeds are deeds, and that's a problem. Now, to be clear, on the guild hall, I need to get not only portraits, but also, I think, some crests. So 1 crest, 2 portraits. Unfortunately, I've got some guys in for healing and correction, which means that the most logical quest for me to take, which is this one right here, which gives me both portraits and crests, isn't one that I'm confident that I can make. Again, I want to make sure I'm taking a pretty strong party in to take out the Incohate Flesh, and, you know, if I just do back-to-back boss kills, it might get, you know, well, actually, it might make for a pretty awesome YouTube channel. But anyway, what I've chosen instead is a Veteran Scout here. It's a short one, but I like the item. Again, shorts are normally worse than mediums, but I quite like getting solar bracers if I can. Again, it's a +2 crit if torch above 75, +5 dodge, and a negative if torch is below 50. But as you guys have probably seen if you watch me play, I typically try and keep torch up for the moment because I'm not that confident a player as yet. I mean, my other options for veteran levels are going to be another short, which will give me, again, the 2 portraits I need, and I'll probably pick up the crests, as well as 1 here from Mooncloak. But that's a rare, but it's for everything below Torch 26, which I do not like to work with. So I'll steer clear away from that if I can. Again, that's just deeds. This one strikes me as being the best one I can make for bonuses. I hope I'll pick up the portraits I need. I hope I'll pick up the crests I need, but if not, this will just be another milk run, earn some cash, level up some guys, and get in for a good time. This is my level 3 party, normal party mix, being a Crusader, a Highwayman, a Jester, and a Vestal. Everyone's already got the trinkets equipped up, so it's just a question of dropping in the right items. Going to take just the 1 skeleton key. Might regret that, but we'll see how we go. Oh, okay, 2 shovels, torch, and just actually it's a short one, so I don't need to bring that much stuff with me. So I'm going to call that good. Actually, might just get rid of that 1 holy water as well. Keep 2 medicinal herbs because that can give me more food as well as unlock items. And let's press on. So if you're just joining us for the first time, this is the 15th part of a playthrough. I'll try and make my way all the way through the end. But if you want to backtrack, there's a whole playlist. Start from the beginning. First few are a little bit boring, because the first few missions are always a little bit boring, but it might give you some context as to why my party deck is as weird as it is. So this one's going to be explore 90% of rooms. I'll go from here down, backtrack up, and then round again. That should be the most efficient way to use the torches I've got. Again, it's a short, so I'm not too worried about things like stress. But let's just run it through, get it played, and get it done. You can see a trap there, but no one has any stress at all, which is absolutely fantastic. Really? Okay. Oh, it's a cruel game. It takes unpleasant care of you. Can't believe I failed on 90%. Oh well, happens to the best of us from time to time. There we go, carry on. Let's try and get rid of the stress I've just accumulated. Thank you, Dismas.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
Bit more scouting. Might find the first room battle. Yup. But we have a corridor to take care of here now. Oh, beautiful. And getting rid of a quirk is going to be really handy, provided no one's abilities jump in there in an unpleasant way. So, what should I do here? Best call is to try and get the kill on the first hit if we can, so let's drop that there. If we get max damage, the bleed will take care of the rest. Doubt's going to happen, but we may as well try for it. Alternatively, we could riposte, which is going to be a pretty sound choice as well. In fact, that's what we're going to do, because riposte is worth more than its damage by a long shot. Next thing we do is buff up. This is one of the most overpowered buffs. It gives you speed, it gives you accuracy, it gives you a better chance to crit, and I absolutely love it. Dodge buffs, which come through with a Highwayman, are also pretty damn awesome, but happy with what I have. Ooh! At least I resisted the blight. Definitely gonna need to self-heal though, because that was... Well, I mean, there are self-heals and there are self-heals. Let's try and put ourselves in a better place for next round in any case. Yowza. Double dodge, that's alright. No complaints there at all. Now, I can make sure that I'm taking him out for the next round, or I can go for an insta-kill, and I think an insta-kill is going to be a sounder play. But I was too arrogant. Yeah, pride comes before the fall, and I've certainly fallen a long way. At least I can mop him up ever so slightly. Still have a riposte, which means I might be able to take him out regardless. I'll do another one of these attacks right here. There we go. Not sure if I get a riposte on a Hal. Don't think I do. It's just stress all over, which is completely fine. Have a little bit of stress to manage, which I can do, or I can try and drop a bleed down, or a double bleed to try and take care of some of the front row stuff. Your bleed resist is 40%, so my odds are okay, but not amazing, so I'm going to choose to de-stress instead. Again, my Vestal can kind of keep hitting the back row and healing themselves at the same time, which is a perfectly fine way of playing the game. Again, at this stage, he's in reach of everyone that I want to be in reach of anyway, so let's just drop that attack regardless. Oh, I love Judgment is really versatile. Judgment is really versatile. 17, 18, there we go. Let's take care of that stress. Boom, looking clean. These guys entered the dungeon with no stress. I want them to leave the dungeon with no stress, if at all humanly possible. That was a really disappointing hit. Reactivate our riposte. There we go. Just going to be taking stress damage at this stage, but we got a few dodges in there, so it isn't as bad as it could have been. Torches are going down, so I will give that a quick boost. Put another de-stress on the Vestal. Attaboys. Drop a bleed here, because that's the most prudent way of doing damage, but he didn't take, because again his resistance is 40%, unfortunately. Wow, okay, 10 damage. I can deal. I can deal. Let's get some healing going. It's the 6 rather than a max 7, but again, no complaints here at all. Drop a smite, see how we do. That's the crit I was looking for. Crit of 18. Not too shabby, and now hopefully for kill. Boom shakalaka. Cleaned out the first battle there. Picked up some food. Bit more in the way of medicinal herbs, so I really didn't need to buy that second one back at base, but that's okay. Let's do a quick check of who has negative quirks. Got Thanatophobia, Dark Temptation, misses the spot, Enlightenment. I don't love Enlightenment, but I'm doing pretty good with stress. Hyman has Satanophobia, Bad Gambler, Known Cheat. Well, that's actually a really complementary combination. You aren't allowed to gamble, but when you do gamble, you'll lose more money. An obsession with food, that's fine. Necromania, that's been annoying because he's jumped in and taken some things that he shouldn't have and prevented me from being able to remove their malice with an item. Stress if torch is above 75, which sucks, and a weak grip, so a reduced critical chance. And then finally, Tippler will only drink, don't mind that. Dud Hitter, lower crits if below HP, and obsessed with self-worship. I think my best odds are for more days Jester, with trying to get rid of one of those nasty, nasty abilities. What do we get rid of? Necromania? Okay, so you won't jump in and investigate piles of bones anymore, which will give you a chance to actually clean them up with the holy water. I've seen someone like interrupting that jump in by getting to their inventory fast enough to click it, but I don't know if he just has a mod in place to let him do it, or that's the game. I'll have to play around with that when I'm off camera. Now it's time just to do a quick backtrack here and get ready for the next corridor battle. Thank you. Torch is 77, so we're not going to jump in with full, so we'll burn a torch now. There we go, so we're entering with Radiant. Get a chance for a surprise, but didn't come through. That's alright. Double resist, very happy. Try it again. Probably won't be that lucky 2 times around. Yeah, no, that's alright. That's alright, that's alright, that's alright. Let's do a dual advance on the back row. Boom! That's a beautiful critical hit. Now, he only has 6 health left, which gives me the opportunity to kill him. Bleed resist to 40, bleed resist to 40. I think this might be the best call. Buffing is pretty good, but I want to make sure that I'm taking care of him. That's 5 and a bleed. Alright, so no additional stress this round, which is pretty awesome. Everyone here has a little bit of damage, so I'll drop a party heal. Party heals being the most efficient heal. They do the most healing, provided you need that distribution of healing going around the round. Let's try and drop a smite here and either try and kill him off or get him to a place where he can be killed. 14, so not quite enough, but a little bit of effort, it will be. In fact, we'll make that little bit of effort now. Boom, shakalaka, only one left, which puts me in a much better position to faff if I need to. That That was a pretty friendly engagement. I love ripostes, and I especially love ripostes with characters with high dodge. Now let's see, what should I be doing here? This guy's currently got 7 down, probably the best shot I have for healing, 6 up, and that should compensate for most of the remaining damage of the bleed. Point blank shot, and that's a clean wipe. Nice gold. Journal page. At some stage I'll do a journal page reading video. I just need to get my voice back in better states after I've recovered fully from this unfortunate illness. Now I've got plenty of medicinal herbs, I may as well use them for the buff. There we go, that's plus 30% damage, and I will not be camping at all, so Crusader is going to be very, very tank for the rest of this particular playthrough. I could double back and see what this curio is, but I am running sort of low on torches, and I do need to wrap this up at some stage, so let's press on.
A fortune.
Ah, sweet. Those are the portraits I've been desperately needing. Press on for the corridor battle, and it's Lobby Maggots. That somehow have got the jump on me, but, you know, we'll make it work somehow, I'm sure. Let's buff ourselves, because this is a fairly good enemy group to faff against, even though they do actually give out diseases in pretty quick succession. Try and take out the back row if we can. Pretty unlikely, though, so how about we instead drop a stun? Yeah, that seems like a prudent choice. Oh, he resisted! Oh, I didn't even check. These guys have like 120% stun resist. That's massive. Wow. Alright, well, at least we can wrap him up. Pause there if they decide to nibble on him again, but they're going to be going for the Jester. There we go, hopefully no diseases. And hopefully no diseases. Awesome. Alright, let's start doing some actual damage. Fingers crossed, one hit kill. Boom shakalaka.
Cleansed from our lands.
Point blank shot. Taken out. And now we have some choices to make. We can try and do a party heal, and I think that's going to do the most efficient healing, even though he's already at max health. Again, that's 9 healing rather than a maximum of 7, so again, no complaints whatsoever. I'll take the opportunity to take care of a little bit of stress here. Again, they entered with no stress at all, and I like to leave with no stress at all, as much as that's a little bit overambitious, probably.
Another one falls.
And we've cleaned up quite nicely. So let's press on ever so slightly into the room battle with Curio. Get in there, hopefully we'll get a surprise. Awesome! Alright, that worked out very, very nicely. Now, these Swinators, I've killed many of them in other playthroughs, but this is the first time that we've seen them in this one, so let's take a moment to have a quick look. They are human and beast, which indicates what buffs and abilities you can use against them. Protection is very high, 40%. Dodge is 9, speed is very, very low. Again, speed 8 and speed 9, so we can expect these guys to be coming out sooner rather than later. What I will do, though, is put a buff down, because... Oh! I pressed the wrong button. Well, it happens. It happens. Do a quick check of chance to stun. Again, chance to stun is 30%. Good enough. Torch is low. Let's try and prevent ourselves from taking any more stress than we have to, because I'm a silly Bill and I pushed the wrong button. No chance to insta-kill anyone. Could drop a bleed though, but I want to have the riposte active because ripostes are awesome. And no choice but hit the front row, so let's get that done now. 10 damage, even with 30% increase of damage. Again, that's why I just don't love Crusaders. They're balanced. Like, they're quite versatile, but they're not good at anything. They're just the compromise class. I much prefer... what are they called? Lepers. I much prefer lepers. They're much more... they're versatile still, but they're focused on tank damage and hit points, which is what I want my tanks to be. Paladins. They're pretty much paladins. Whereas a Crusader, who looks like a paladin, is less of a paladin, which is kind of odd. What I will do at this stage, though, now that I've missed my chance to run a party buff in the first round, is just focus on stress management. That was silly of me. You get sloppy sometimes, and the game punishes you for it. Fortunately, not too much this time around. At this stage, you're carrying like 2 damage. I can do some hits to the back row. Your resist to stun is 95%, which is amazing. Your resist to stun is 30%. I could try and stun you, and in fact, I think I will. Superb. Oh! Okay, crit for 23. No move, no stun, so for that at least I'm grateful, but man, that's going to take some healing to recover from. And he's only doing a piddly 7 in return. It sucks, guys. Alright, let's just, again, activate Riposte, hit that back row. Get ourselves in a place in which all we have to do is deal with that one nasty bugger. De-stress, critically hit Crusader. Oh. Okay, he's taking some serious damage. He's probably going to... and he's stunned. Okay, so he's going to need to get some serious healing done on him. Let's drop that down. Only a 7. Well, 7 is the maximum, so I can't complain. Stun is gone. My gosh, that was painful. Go, point blank shot. His protection is just very, very high. It makes it very difficult to actually get any damage off of him. Could try and go for the kill on this back row, and I think I will. Boom. Alright, so now all I have to worry about is this Swinator. Again, his protection is very high. I'm going to take the turn to actually self-heal here, because there's only one guy who does a lot of damage, and who seems to really like killing my Crusader. It's prudent for me to do a little bit of faffing around. I just want to make sure that I'm getting his health up. He's taking a turn to trot retreat, which does no damage, for which I am very grateful. It doesn't actually stop me from getting some hits on him, though, which is fantastic. Again, not too much stress anywhere here quite well. I could pick it, but I need to get some dots going on this guy. His resistance to bleed is only 40%, so that took quite nicely. That's 4 damage per turn because he's upgraded, which is fantastic. Could activate a duel's response and try and get both the damage and more damage down the line if there are possible. There's only one guy left, which limits its utility. I will instead open a vein, which means he's now taking 7 damage per turn. We'll drop another heal on the Crusader to try and boost him up. He's now at 37. I will spend another turn. Okay, that's 4, no complaints. And at 41, I'm pretty happy leaving the heals where they are. It's not about me being worried that he's going to kill anyone. It's just about balancing out overall party health and macro, because stuff like that can happen. Alright, so this guy is still in position because he's a 2-position character. Take another bleed. He has a bleed debuff as well, which means he's now carrying 11 damage. Not quite enough to kill him next turn, but hopefully the Crusader can bring it home. There we go, and that should do it. That should do it. There we go. Whew! Superb. Alright, so a nice little bit of treasure. This is a sacrificial stone. For the life of me, I cannot remember what a sacrificial stone does, so I will refer to the handy-dandy cheat sheet. That, I'm not sure if you can read it there, but Karamazura made, and I found on Reddit, so thank you Karamazura for this awesome, awesome cheat sheet. Sacrificial stone, 50-50 chance of a positive quirk or stress. Don't want really either, so I'm going to leave things be. What I will do, though, is reshuffle the party so they're back in their preferred positions. And on we go. Pick up a torch.
Packs laden with loot.
Take care of some rubble.
Supplies.
Have a bit of a nosh. And press on to the room, see what we got. It's an empty. Scout coming through. Got a corridor battle and another empty room, so let's press on. And double back. Again, it's 90% of rooms, which means we can probably skip... Oh, I saw that too. But he dodged. That was... Again, you get sloppy in this game and it punishes you. I've said that twice this level, and I should know better. I should know better. Okie dokie. Small party, but still one that can do me some serious damage. Lucky dodge. We'll get the correct button push this time. I had someone give me some feedback, which was really handy on Reddit, saying, hey, you should just push the hotkeys rather than clicking the buttons. But if I don't click on the icons, I tend to make the wrong choice about what to push. Anyway, back to the game. Party heal seems to be the most prudent choice at this time. Only a 2, but again, an 8 healing is better than a maximum of 7 without a crit. Get the duelist advance on the back row. Not going to kill him, but we'll get my riposte active, which is exactly what I need at this stage of the game. Drop a bit of pain on the front. Again, this guy has less protection than the last one, so I'm actually doing some serious damage. We'll probably drop a double bleed, because that seems prudent. No. Vestal's carrying more stress than I would like. Whew. Now the question is, should I open a vein or should I do a point blank shot? That's a maximum of 12, that's a maximum of 7 plus 3 bleed for 2 turns, so maximum of 13. This is higher damage potential, but I like juggling my riposte back and forth. 9 isn't too bad, and it's been pushed back out of position, so that's not too shabby. Could do another party heal, but I'm not going to. Could try and stun, but my odds are poor. What I'll do instead is go for... No, I can't even get a kill. Yeah, let's just try and weaken this guy down. No. Just Divine Grace on the Crusader. He's got a while to go. Rend. Some good damage made by the Ghoul, but I resist the bleed, for which I am very grateful. Let's take care of this little swine spawn. Nice. Duelist advance, now that my riposta's gone. Just to make sure I'm returning damage whenever I can. Divine Grace on the Highwayman. You guys have seen these plays so many times at this stage, you're probably bored from watching this particular party composition, but I really like this party composition. This party composition feels safe and secure and workable to me, particularly because I get my party back at the Hamlet, ready to go out again. Boom! Okay, so not happy with taking 10 damage, but no bleed, so that works out. Still have some spare food, and I'm unlikely to get 2 hungers. Well, spoke too soon. Another hunger is going to be a fail check, so I'll just eat that food now.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
Do I get a scout? I mean, my inventory's pretty empty here, guys, so I'm gonna press on. I mean, it doesn't make sense to not press on. Alright, those are the crests I needed, so at least I'm good for my upgrade.
Mind that such missteps are the exception, and not the rule.
And no battle room. Dungeon cleared. Let's get out of here.
The swine folk's labyrinth may yet...
So we got the Solar Bracer, which I'm probably going to be using on any character that it's relevant for. You know, about 9,000 in gold, and just enough heirlooms to do what I want. I've also upgraded all these guys up to level 3, which is okay. That's a pretty negative quote that's come through, negative 10% fragile. Extra stress, healed in a brothel. Crusader loves brothels. Yep, that makes sense. Stun resist and fear of unholy and damage from melee skills, which I will never use. Okay, pressing on.
Our family name, once so well regarded, is now barely whispered aloud by decent folk.
Okie dokie. Well, let's do a bit of party management here. First things first, let's get that upgrade and see who we want to actually be carrying through as our A-team.
Every creature has a weakness.
A-team for party level 3 is going to be... Yep, Dismas, absolutely. Let's get your open vein, duelist advance, and point blank shot upgraded. Rarely use a pistol shot, so I can afford to leave that alone just at this particular moment. Again, we've got a level 3 Jester they want to upgrade, but I'll get Vataville upgraded first and foremost. Again, we want to upgrade Divine Grace, the party heal, and, well, kind of everything else. Everything is useful for her. Again, on Murday, probably can't afford to do much, so what we'll do is we'll buff Inspiring Tune and Battle Ballad. And I think those are the upgrades I can and should make. Now, I haven't upgraded a tank yet. I'm probably gonna upgrade Reynold because he's the guy I typically pick. Smite could do more damage. Inspiring Cry could do more damage. The heal could do more damage, and that's about as much money as I want to... That's my minimum floor. 5.5, 6.5. That's what I need to buy stuff and not run out, so... Okay, that's round, really. I'll do a quick check of who we have here in the stagecoach and make a few decisions, given that it's a Hellion and an Arbalest. Not too fussed. Looking at what the cost is for upgrades. It's a while to go before I can upgrade my hero barracks, and I'll probably focus on getting my blacksmith upgrades first. In any case, this has been fun, as much as it's been mostly a milk run. I've been Ahdoom. This has been great. Thank you guys for watching. If you don't mind, feel free to let me know how I'm doing. Like, subscribe, share these videos with whoever you think would like to see a fairly noobish player play Darkest Dungeon, and I'll catch you guys next time.